What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's Big Game James. I'm back in the building, man. Want to jump on here live right quick before I go see this. I was about to say Superman. Is it Batman? Yeah. I don't even know if we're gonna see it tonight. Probably gonna see it tomorrow. But me and Boo Thang, we're just gonna go kick it tonight. But I want to jump out here and talk about a few things that just happened in the Cowboys news. Leo Collins got released. I think it saved like $10 million. I don't know exactly if it was on the books, but I'm gonna go to some things right quick. Let me pull some stuff up right quick. But yes, Leo Collins was released. I wasn't tripping. You saw the video where I said, "Hey, Cowboys trying to get something for Leo Collins." I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't tripping at all. I was all for the move. I'm glad I'm not saying I'm glad because you never want to see any kind of player just get, released and things of that nature. So I'm not advocating that. So don't think that. But in the scheme of the football aspect of it, I mean, in my opinion, Leo Collins was babied his whole career in Dallas. He came in, understandable with the situation. You can go look that up. I don't want to talk about that. But understandable. Wasn't drafted because of the situation. Cowboys, gave him a really nice signing because he was a top draft pick, if not. But they pushed Ron Leary out, in my opinion. Forced him in because he was like the golden child, the next great that was going to line up with the Great Wall of China, as they were calling it then. Ron Leary was a beast, and he should have never got done like he did, and I feel him. I'm glad when they came calling and he said they came with a disrespectful offer, so he retired. Remember, if you hear the echo of things happening in the air, one thing I'm always hearing about the negotiations that are going on with Dallas, I don't watch other teams. I don't watch other teams intently. That's not my team. That's not who you see on the back. I don't watch the Bengals or the Steelers or anything. I know all about their squads because I study. I just like football. But this is my team, so this is what I know about, right? Really know about. So I don't care. I don't know what your organizations are doing on behind the scenes, but I know what we're doing. Dallas is doing over here as close as I know it. But what I do know is goofiness going on. We know it. So let me go over here. I lost my train of thought right quick, so I might have just segued. But let's just go over here right quick. And before I go to this, and I want you to see it, hopefully you can see it really good. I posted on my Twitter, so you'll be able to just see it on my page. Basically, so many people get frustrated with Stephen Jones and the way he operates in free agency, and I keep going back all the time. Like he said he was building through the draft, not signing big name free agents, and signing his own. That's what he said. That's what he said. And he has stayed true to that. That's why I don't know why people get frustrated and mad that why we ain't signing Dallas ain't signing no free agents. He said they weren't doing it. Click. Right here. He said he wasn't doing it. And this is an article in 2016 between my dog, Patrick Walker. Shout out to him. I don't know which quote was his, but he wrote an article about this in 2016 along with Clarence Hill. So it's kind of mixed in there. So shout out to both of them who wrote the article. Patrick Walker on one, Clarence Hill on the other. Shout out to both of you for the article and the great job y'all do. So I put this right here. I don't know if you can see it. Baby Nuts Jones said all this in 2016, so Cowboys fans should already know how this goes. Clarence Hill also noted in his 2016 article about Brandon Carr and his signing supposedly underperforming with no pros and as such. Conservative does not win. Don't win. Whatever you want to say. Thus, enter Will McClay and his eye for talent, for saving the Joneses. Thus, they will overpay for his services but never a title because he doesn't want one. This is perfect for the Joneses. No need for change. And that's what I'm talking about. It's just the truth. I don't care. I'm not going to say it's the truth because I'm not there, so I can't say it's 100% fact truth. But the way I see it from the outside, it looks like real truth to me that, this is what y'all doing for agency. This is what he said. Stephen Jones, that's why I don't understand why we get frustrated. He said this. I think we have been on record as saying I don't think that that's where you build a football team in free agency. Stephen Jones. I get that. You don't want to build through free agency. You look at the Lakers. They try to get all these free agents, old school guys, and look at them. They ain't winning nothing. They just think because they play in the league forever and a lot of them are stars, they're just going to come together and dominate teams. And everybody's just, no, it's not going to happen. It's a lot of a young men's league, and teams are better. It's not going to happen. You just can't build a team. 1 year, get all 5, 10 free agents, all different from different squads. And no, it doesn't happen like that. It never works. So I'm not hating on that. I'm just telling you why none of y'all should be getting excited about no free agency. Free agency is not over yet, Jones said. And this is 2016. I'm going to keep on saying that. We have a strategy. Our strategy is we are going to pay a guy X amount of dollars. X amount of dollars. And we see that throughout. We see it. We see it. They're doing it right now. They've done it. They're going to continue to do it. If it goes above that, then we are out. There it is. And teams know that. You don't think that these general managers and these owners and these players, like, we're not in that scene, but I've been around enough of the sports scene to know that they talk. It's like normal. It's like a fraternity with them because it's closed in. When I play sports, it was like a fraternity. Y'all are talking about what's going on because that's your own world. You go outside and kick it and all that, but that's your own world. No outsiders know nothing about that world except you because you're the only ones in it. So it's your camaraderie, it's your guys. So y'all talk about this. You don't think owners are saying, oh, you going to Dallas? You know they ain't paying nothing over there. Boom, you feel me? And guys use the leverage, just like when Von Miller was showing eyeballs. I told you he wasn't coming here, but he's going to show eyeballs, make it look and sound good. He ain't coming here. He's getting money. And you know he's going to get paid somewhere else, and they know it just said if it goes above that, then we are out. That's how you make bad mistakes, paying to the market. Stephen Jones is always saying that with damn near every player that comes in or whatever. Well, you know we got to pay this, we got to pay that. I mean, so you really think top-notch players are coming to Dallas? You don't think they know you're not getting paid? So we think, oh, it's Dallas. Why wouldn't you come to us? Why? Because these are players and they know they're not getting paid over here. So why am I coming here just because of the brand? Man, F all that. Y'all ain't even winning. Your brand is getting money, but for what, 2 years? Y'all going to undercut me with the pay? And you're going to say because you play for Dallas, the brand, y'all not even winning. Like, I don't know where they can keep selling that. And just look at this. We are not ever. Did you hear what I just said? We are not ever. This is what Stephen Jones said. Going to be a big splash free agency team. So why do y'all keep talking and worrying about it? It's not happening. So every year when you keep seeing these big names, stop talking about them. Wait until the last wave and just see. You feel me? And if I said it earlier, forgive me, because no, they're not getting anybody. I already know it. They're going to sign their own, and that's what they've been doing off free agency this year. All their own, and let go of their own, sign their own. We don't think that's a sound strategy. You, unless there's a Reggie White or Dion, or at that time, there are not many of them. It's not that we don't want to spend money. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. It is too. You don't want to spend money because every time you deal with a free agent, you talking about, well, we got to pay this guy. We got to pay. That means you don't want to spend money. So that's a lie. We just think we aren't seeing Pro Bowl caliber players out there. We are going to do the best job we can and get players in free agency. No, you don't. You just recently started. So I give you a little props on that. Y'all been stepping up along that aspect. But still ain't went on the field, so I don't know what's going on. But we think that there is value and efficiency in what we are trying to get accomplished. Yeah, you think. Y'all think. We think the biggest thing is going to improve our football team is the draft. Enter Will McClay right there. You can see. Enter Will McClay and his eye for talent, saving the Joneses. He saves you because he does have the eye for talent. Feel me? He does have the eye for talent. That's the truth. I mean, that's why they're still afloat. That's why they're still relevant. They won't give him the title as president or vice president of player personnel, but you can be the vice president. You still answer to Stephen Jones. But Will McClay, from what I hear, doesn't want any role beyond that. He likes what he's at. And as I said before, if you have a owner and a general manager who wants to be in every single thing and want to own everything, and you have a person who is dope at what he does. He's great at finding talent. He can get that talent like no other, and you don't have to change. Nobody's telling you, hey, I want that GM title. I come in here, I need to be having this. He's cool where he at. So, well, like I said, where is the thought that we have to change? Nobody's forcing you, because any other person is not coming in under that. They're going to want to say, no, I'm coming in, I want to have this and that, and I want to be able to say this. Joneses aren't letting them, and McClay. So let's go to another part. Let's go to Cowboys signings. Real quick. So here we go, Cowboys, and I love Todd Archer. Shout out to Todd Archer on ESPN. He's great in my opinion. I've always read his articles before I even got in the media. I like what he writes. He writes real detailed things, and I really believe he gives a real analytical look on the Cowboys and a true opinion on the Cowboys, and I like that. That's why I've always followed his writings, and he's a good writer in my opinion. Cowboys enter free agency with plenty of needs: offensive line, defensive line, linebacker. But will do what has become an annual right: do their best to keep their own free agents while shopping on the sale rack. He knows it. He says it. They have not, and I'm going to talk about the article right quick. I don't want to keep your heads on, blow your heads off. You feel me? Yeah, I'm going on right real quick. I'll be real quick. But what I'm spitting is fire right here. I didn't even mean to say that, but the ladies came in. I just had to let them know I'm a beast. They have not made a major splash in free agency since Brandon Carr. 5 years, $50 million in 2012. But they have shown the ability to make quality players in one-year deals. Last year, the Cowboys added Jaron Kearse, their leading tackler, DeMonte KZ, defensive end Carlos Watkins, Keanu Neal, and punter Brian Anger to one-year contracts. I don't hate on that. That's a good job. But like you see what it says like here? They have not made a major splash in free agency. And this article, I'm going to go to that right quick. I hope you can see it. I'm going to just read it to you. If you can't read it yourself, I'm going to read it to you, okay? Clarence Hill wrote this article, and this was March 21st, 2016, Clarence Hill Jr. Shout out to you. But I don't know if he was a guy and he values his opinion, but it says, consider it a lesson learned. Here it is. Listen to this. Consider it a lesson learned in 2012 when the Cowboys gave cornerback Brandon Carr a 5-year, $50 million contract, even though he had never been in a Pro Bowl player during his first 4 years in Kansas City. I think that was a misprint I put, and so I apologize for that. I'm going to have to redo that. So, you see that? Carr has been a solid player with the Cowboys, but has not lived up to the contract as a playmaker. He has no interceptions since 2013 and could be a salary cap casualty if the team signs Robinson. Yeah, I'm going to have to rechange that. I think I said that wrong. But you see that? You see what he said? And I already told you about that. Considered a lesson learned in 2012 when the Cowboys gave cornerback Brandon Carr a 5-year, $50 million contract, even though he had never been to a Pro Bowl player. So you're taking a risk. So he's basically telling you, oh, you jumped out there and took that risk, and look what happened. You feel me? So he's basically chastising you for taking that risk. And ever since then, there hasn't been a risk like that, period. And it goes back to here. You feel me? And that article said it. So I don't know if you read that article and took it to heart. I don't know what it meant, but it basically said don't take a risk anymore and let's be safe. And from that point, it's been safe. Okay, we already know about Michael Gallup. We already talked about that. Jake McQuaid, we already talked about that. D-Law, we already talked about him. Malik Hooker, I don't think we showed this, but we talked about him. 2-year deal, $8 million. What does it mean? He just played 446 snaps, right? But played in 15 games. Right, 44 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 interception, 2 pass deflections. Like I said, he had those type of numbers when he had best year as Indianapolis, and he was a part-time starter. You feel me? First year, he has shown to be a natural playmaker when healthy, with 7 interceptions in his first 3 years in Indianapolis. Now, his second year off a torn Achilles, he should be better, which is what the Cowboys are banking on this deal. What's the risk? Not very much. Understand, listen, I like how he always has, what's the risk? Because there's no risk with Baby Nuts Jones. See, what's the risk? Financially, not very much over a 2-year deal. And I'm not mad at this deal. I said I wasn't mad at this deal. But I'm just talking about financial risk. Go to there. Financially, not very much. See, just go see where I'm going with this. I like Jeremy Sprinkle. I like that you brought him back because, you know what I mean? Blocking tight end, caught a few balls. Good. Look at this. What's the risk? Stop if this sounds familiar. None, really. There's not a financial risk, nor a physical risk. See what I'm saying? Just keep going. Dorrance Armstrong Jr. I'm not mad that you got Dorrance Armstrong Jr. I've been waiting for him. You got him in 2018. I thought 2019 was going to be his year. 2021 was his year. Of course, it was a contract year. We know how they do. Well, we can't get mad at that. Wouldn't you do it? So look at he had a career year, agreed to a 2-year deal, maximum $13 million, $6 million guaranteed according to a source. Cowboys keep a strong piece on the defensive line rotation, had 5 sacks last season, 1 fewer than Randy Gregory, 2 more than D-Law. Oh, I know he was hurt, but still, even when it was 2020, he only had, how many, 5 sacks? He would have still, okay. I'm just saying. He's stout against the run. Sounds like somebody I know. And is improving as a pass rusher. He can help on special teams. He only turns 25 in June. That's why I said I ain't mad at that signing. Doesn't mean the Cowboys should be done looking at pass rush helping free agency. Yes, because he's not a guy. With the way coordinator Dan Quinn wants to use his defensive line, Armstrong is a key figure since he can play both sides, and he can also be a stand-up linebacker. So you like that. You can't get mad at that. What's the risk? Let's see what the risk is on here. It's a 2-year deal for a player they believe is ascending. It's only a risk if they don't add more pass rushers to Armstrong, Dorrance Armstrong Jr., Chauncey Golston, whoever else. Michael Parsons will be in the mix as a pass rusher as well, but the team's preference is to continue to use him at linebacker and as a pass rusher as they did when he was a rookie. But as you hear, what's the risk? It's only a risk. And they're going to add more pass rushers. LVE just signed. 1-year deal worth a max $3 million. That's, hey, to me, it was great value. I'm not mad. You still can draft a linebacker. Everybody like, well, man, LVE sucks. Okay, he got better at the end of the year, and the stats say he did. If you watch the tape, it showed you he did. Okay, nobody's jumping up and down about LVE, but he's still a big linebacker. You still got Michael Parsons. You got Jabril Cox coming back. You can draft another linebacker or 2. You feel me? There's nothing wrong. You you just signed Lou Gifford, who I said I'll hope you bring him back. You know what I mean? But let's see what it says about him. The Cowboys were able to retain a solid piece on defense. Feel me? In the last month plus of 2021, Van Der Esch's play improved quite a bit. It did. The more he played, the more he produced, the more they cut back splitting time with Keanu Neal. It's the truth. It was his best play since his rookie year. That's the truth. He had a strong relationship with Michael Parsons. He keeps getting an excitable player grounded. If the Cowboys want to use Parsons as a pass rusher more in 2022, they know Van Der Esch can do the job, and he proved last year he can stay healthy. I mean, these are all truths. This likely signals the end of any pursuit of Bobby Wagner. I said that was the shut-up signing, but we already know how that goes. Although that does not seem that the likeliest highest of priorities anyway. Exactly. Once again, here, you see this again? What's the risk? Very little, especially financially. The signing does not take the Cowboys out of the draft market at all, and they still need linebackers. Remember, Jabril Cox is recovering from a torn ACL. Van Der Esch has a chance to prove his durability again and hit the market in 2023. The Cowboys have a motivated player wanting to prove he is a difference maker. Yeah, smart on their part, like not even mad. But as I said before, I'm going to tell you this again. And as you see J-Ron Curse, you see the thing. And I said this, and I'm going to end with this because I feel like I'm talking long. I want to set the 20-minute mark. Let me get off here. But J-Ron Curse, I said this. I feel like Stephen Jones looking at you like you're a system player. Our system made you good. That's why you did what you did. It wasn't because you were great anywhere else. And we're not going to pay you all kind of money. And that's the standoff. But there's nobody signing J-Ron Curse right now. There's no market jumping out and signing, let's get J-Ron Curse. So that could force him back to Dallas and take the deal. At the end of the day, yes, you want to get paid, but some money is better than no money. And I don't want to come like that because I know it's different for you. I don't play in the NFL, so I can't get that. But just coming from my perspective on that, that's how I feel. But I just showed you. Baby Nuts Jones. If you looked at all the signings, very little risk. Very little risk financially. He said, even Todd Archer said, stop me if you see this again. Very little risk. He's not a risk taker. He's conservative, and conservative don't get you over the hump. Conservative will keep you competitive. Conservative will keep you competitive, and you will bang. You will win some. You feel me? But you will never get over the top, and it's fool's gold. But as long as that money's coming through and they're winning on the off field, there's no pressure because, once again, there's nobody telling them you have a year or two to get this together or you're gone. That doesn't happen. And because that doesn't happen, it's a whole different thing. So that's what you always need to keep at. There's no pressure on the front office because there's nobody pressuring the Joneses. And they like the people where they're at, and nobody's jumping up to say there's change. So if there's no pressure for change, it's always going to be the same. And it'll only be a miracle if they go to a Super Bowl and win one. It's only going to be a miracle. It's only be the football gods, you letting Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Honor or something. That's the only way it's going to happen. Sorry to say that from my opinion, but it's just truth. And you're going to feel good, but it's going to be bad. Not real bad, but you understand what I'm talking about when I said that. But Big Game James, I'm out. Check out the video. Go support the stream. Appreciate y'all. We hit 20K. It went under a little bit probably because I announced and the haters jump out. But we appreciate everybody on the Facebook page.